pressure. It's never been a thicker pressure moment to send the Rams to the championship game. Mavis at 42 online, and it's good! And the Los Angeles Rams go to the championship game with an overtime win in Chicago. Cut by Carolina on the Jets practice squad in 2025. Harrison Mevis is a hero. Matthew Stafford and the Rams have ended this magical, glorious season for Chicago. And the Rams are bound for the Great Northwest for the third act in the trilogy to decide who will represent the NFC in Super Bowl 60. Those two guys, McVay and Stafford, at the highest level, pulled it off one more time. An unbelievable end of regulation moment with Caleb Williams to Cole Kmet. And Chicago is alive. Then after stopping the Rams, Williams gets the ball back, moving it downfield, but then this big interception juggled and held onto by Cam Curl. Stafford hit a couple of big ones to get him downfield. And Harrison Mevis, not on the Rams when the season started, ends their year of special teams woes. Year one for Ben Johnson comes to a crashing halt. And Sean McVay brings his team in the cold and the snow and sends them to the championship game. The Rams have done it. Caleb Williams' remarkable sophomore season ends. But the man who will likely be the MVP of the league, Matthew Stafford, has another game to play and is a win away from getting to another Super Bowl thanks to his hero, Harrison Mevis. The Rams are moving on. The Chevrolet postgame from Chicago after this.
Welcome to the Chevrolet postgame. Here now, Mike Tirico.
Well, it's 9:08 Central Time, but the clock has struck midnight in Chicago on the Cinderella Bears, and the Los Angeles Rams are returning to the championship game in the NFC for the third time under Sean McVay. 20-17, the Rams beat the Bears on a Harrison Mevis field goal in OT. So they're the only road team to win on this divisional playoff weekend. It's the Rams in Seattle next Sunday for the NFC title, the Patriots and the Broncos for the AFC title in Denver with Jarrett Stidham playing for the Broncos. The winners will join us in Santa Clara for Super Bowl 60 on NBC 3 weeks from tonight. Our players of the game, Matthew Stafford, taking the Rams down the field for that game-winning score. Cam Curl had the big pick in OT, and Harrison Mevis, who had two, including the game winner. Let's start with Stafford and Mevis with Melissa Stark.
What a finish, Matthew. How would you describe the ultimate hype? Yeah. All right, well, then that's the emotion of this game. How would you describe the emotions of the finish of this game?
It was crazy. It was back and forth. Obviously, we didn't play our best on offense. Our defense dominated the game. It was unbelievable to watch. Hell of a play on fourth down by Caleb to get his team, to overtime. And just glad we got the ball back. Our defense got us back again. Great pick. And, got it in range for this guy.
Well, yeah, okay, so we talked pregame, and you said, I'm used to these elements. This is backyard football. What was it like in that moment?
That's why we do it, man. That's why we do it.
Is that what you want it to come down to?
Yeah, preferably this guy gets in the end zone, but, if it has to come down to me, I'll be ready for my moment, so.
What was it like to play in these elements in front of this crowd and get this win and head to the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, it's just playoff football. They did a hell of a job making a home field advantage. Like I said, we got a lot of things that we can be better at, but we stuck together as a team, found a way to win a game on the road in some tough conditions, and made the plays when we needed to make them, and that's what it's all about. You'd love to come in here and throw for 450 and 4 touchdowns and do all that, but hey, find a way to win the game. survive and advance, and we did it, and we'll be ready to go next week.
You did it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kaylee?
Thanks, Melissa. Cam Curl, you get the Rams the ball back so that your offense can go down and win this game, plus 2 picks for your boy Kobe Durant. How were you all able to read Caleb Williams so well tonight?
Man, you know, just playing together, man. We trust each other, man. And, you know, we heard a little noise, you know, in the wind about our secondary. You know, they were hating on us, but, you know, we came to show them what we can do, man. We make plays back there, man. We win games for the team.
What'd you hear?
Man, we ain't gonna give them no airtime, but we heard it, though, and that's why we play like that. We're gonna continue to play like that.
You guys let the Rams let the Bears back into this. That big touchdown from Caleb Williams to Cole Kmet, we go to overtime. What was said among the defenders for the Rams as you guys went to the field again?
Man, just lock back in, you know what I'm saying? Lock back in and make a play for the offense, you know? Get the offense back on the field. We got Matthew Stafford, who's the best ever, and he's gonna make a play for us.
And now it's on to Seattle. Appreciate you, Cam.
No, thank you.
All right, Kaylee, thank you. And Melissa, Cam Curl had the pick. Let's go back to that play. That was the last offensive play for the Bears in the big game-turning moment here.
Yeah, DJ Moore has had such a sensational run here over the last month, but I don't really know what happened as he ran across the field here. Cam Curl is going to jump the route and play the ball while it's in the air, and I'm not sure that DJ Moore ever got his head turned around, ever had any idea they might throw him the ball. And for whatever reason, you always have to assume it's coming to you. Cam Curl got the opportunity. He took advantage of it.
And one more look at Moore and that route. You're looking for him coming across the field here?
Yeah. So you got to look back at the quarterback, but the ball's already in the air, and Curl's breaking on it, and DJ Moore just never did.
And Curl comes up with the pick, the third, and Caleb Williams and the Bears season comes to an end. And Chris, full credit to Sean McVay and the Rams coming in here, the cold weather, an LA team, all that. There was none of that. They've built a toughness around the #1 offense in the NFL that they'll take up to Seattle.
Yeah, and we're going to see the classic matchup up there, right? They've each won one, and here we go. So we're down to championship football, and it's going to be a great weekend coming up next weekend.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more in a little bit. But first, let's go down to the field. Maria and our Football Night in America crew. Maria?
Yeah, appreciate it, Mike. We've already seen some amazing football. We were right here on the sidelines for every play. We're here for 4th and 4. Caleb throws the touchdown, and we're thinking that's the moment. But then it came down to Matthew Stafford, the offense gathering themselves. He goes 3 for 6 for 43 yards in that game-winning drive. What did you see from Matthew Stafford just getting it to all his playmakers?
You know, for me, one of the themes of these playoffs has been great quarterback play at the end of games. And this was not the Rams' best offensive performance by a long shot, but in the big moments, Matthew Stafford was Matthew Stafford. Look at this throw to Devontae Adams on 1st down. They get a big chunk. They get into Chicago Bear territory, and now they're rolling.
And who did he go to in those big moments? His 2 stars, Devontae and Puka Nacua.
And I think that's the key. You try to play man-to-man. He knows where to go. He goes to Devontae Adams. Then you say, all right, we're going to blitz him, try to switch. He goes, I see that. There's my guy, Puka Nacua. It's so hard to stop when a quarterback knows exactly what's coming.
And his poise and cool at the end of the game, when the game was rocky for him for the most part, he settled himself down, he settled the team down, he made the play.
Yeah, you heard Matthew Stafford telling Melissa after the game, listen, the offense, we didn't play our best ball, but they still played the moments when they needed to. Let's talk about Caleb Williams. 3 interceptions on the day. We saw some highs, and we also saw some lows. What does he walk away from this game learning?
I think a learning experience that in the playoffs you need those big moments, you need the great plays. He's capable of that, but you cannot turn the ball over in the playoffs. You can't throw 3 interceptions, and this is the high. This is
That's
the
unbelievable.
100%. Yeah, that you say, wow, but then you've got to make the routine plays, Dev.
Yeah, and I think for a defense, you go through this play, you're like, there's nothing we can do. And I'm sure coming in the Rams like, hey, he's going to make some plays, and we have to shake our head and say, hey, he's that good. But then these are the moments you have to take advantage. Yes, he's going to make some plays, but he's going to give us an opportunity to make plays. And right here, Cam Curl comes up with a key interceptions in overtime.
Well documented. 7 times this year he made the plays at the end of games for comebacks, but they get into overtime. I think they got a little greedy there. Be more methodical, keep making 1st downs. He forces ones, and the Rams make them pay.
Yeah. And we have to give credit to the Rams defense all week. What have we talked about? Oh, the Bears Bears the takeaways, the Bears defense the takeaways. The Rams got the takeaways tonight.
And you got to give credit to Ben Johnson, this Bears team. They make it to the divisional round for the first time since 2010.
Unbelievable.
An amazing turnaround. I saw the Caleb Williams posters, Iceman. Certainly something for all of these fans to cheer about. All right, coming up, we'll look ahead to next weekend's AFC and NFC championship games. We've got the Rams visiting the Seahawks for the third time. It's a meeting of division rivals, and the Patriots head to Mile High to face the Broncos. That's coming up next.
Welcome back to the Chevrolet Postgame.
All right, so the Rams, the only road team to win this weekend, setting up this NFC championship game. How about a round 3 of Rams and Seahawks? It's the #1 scoring offense against the #1 scoring defense. What do you expect to see from the 3P?
Well, what I expect to see, these two teams know each other very well. They play. There will be no surprises. It's all execution. And I can hear Sean McVay in that locker room reminding his guys already, we were up 16 points against these guys in the fourth quarter. We need to just finish it all.
The third time you play somebody, compliments of what you've done in the past is critical. They're both going to know it. They're going to study the tape. It's what you do off of what you've done that's key. The real challenge for the Rams is how do they block that Seattle front?
Meanwhile, Sean McVay looking to make it to the Super Bowl for the third time with the Rams and Seattle, the first time under Mike McDonald. Let's go to the AFC matchup that we're going to see. We saw the Broncos get the victory over the Bills. Now, obviously, they're going to be playing without Bo Nix. It's Jared Stidham stepping up to the plate, getting his first start in 749 days, just 5th career start. What do you expect to see from the Patriots defense against a backup quarterback?
Yeah, I think the Patriots defense we've seen the last 2 weeks, more aggressive, blitzing, giving different looks. I think for Stidham, he's going to come to the line of scrimmage. They're going to be moving, doing different things. He's going to have to adjust throughout this game because the Patriots defense is going to make it hard.
The Patriots have been incredible, making it ugly and making it difficult to decide what the heck they're doing on that side. I think Sean Payton eliminates that for Jared Stidham. They're going to run the ball. They're going to move Stidham, use his athleticism to get out in space and play to that defense.
Yes, and Vance Joseph is telling his defenders right now, we can win this game. We can win this game.
No doubt.
Yeah, listen, I want to show you guys Nick Foles' tweet because he's having a little fun right now, okay? And I want us to focus on the last part. A positive note going into the game versus the Patriots is that they struggle against backup QBs in championship-type games, Devin McCourty.
This made you happy to bring this up?
Nick Foles,
I'm not mad at Nick Foles. Get your love, Nick Foles.
Either way, it's going to be a great championship day. Don't forget also to check out Peacock's picks of the week. Stream the Traders and Ponies. Plus, get ready for an all-day basketball celebration tomorrow with 4 games on MLK Day starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll be there the whole time. It's going to be great. Guess what? 3 more Sundays until the Super Bowl. The Rams stamping their ticket to the NFC Championship game. Continue to break down the matchup when we come back.
Welcome back to the Chevrolet Postgame.
We're asking people to talk to us about the Super Bowl. Just step inside, tell us your favorite Super Bowl memory.
Super Bowl history. Unbelievable. My goodness. Don't you live for that moment right there?
The photo booth going across America to capture your Super Bowl memory. Look forward to the next one, all together with you. Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara, 3 weeks from tonight. Our privilege to bring it to you on NBC. And now we know the matchups. 3 of the 4 would be repeat Super Bowl matchups. Chris, let's talk about the championship games coming up. In the AFC, it's a rematch of the very first AFL game, the Patriots and the Broncos. This to get to Super Bowl 60 with different circumstances at quarterback for Denver.
Yeah, Bo Nix, from all of us here, we're so sorry what happened. That would have been just an unbelievable story. Jared Stidham comes in to play against his old team. That'll be a little bit interesting, but probably what'll be the most interesting part of this is what does Sean Payton do? We saw him dip into that little magic bag of his and pull out some really interesting plays in that game. And yet here we are coming down to deciding who it is that plays in the Super Bowl. and nobody saw it. Nobody saw the injury to Bo Nix, and now he can't make it.
And then in the NFC, it'll be the third act, as they were talking about the football night crew with Seattle and San Francisco. A point and a yard really decided the first two. We'll look forward to the third matchup coming up. Be great out there in Seattle.
Seattle, L.A., I thought was probably the two best games of the year. Now we get a third.
And for the 8th time in 14 years, the NFC West will be the NFC representative in the Super Bowl. Tomorrow morning on Today, Reggie Miller's live in Studio 1A as we are ahead of our quadruple header on NBC and Peacock for MLK Day with the NBA. Reg and I will be at the Garden for the Knicks taking on the Mavericks. More from Chicago coming up right after this.